Welcome, everybody, to the Rat Cave Podcast, episode 71. Am I correct in that? 71? 71.
I thought it was 72.
I'm Chris Platte, a.k.a. Platte Pods. I'm off on my note sheet. I have yet to figure that out. I know. I've yet to figure it out.
Okay.
I know that I've been wrong because I've been corrected on a previous episode. So,
Listen, math is hard, and we figured that out today.
dude, math is fucking... I'm glad you brought that up. Math fucking sucks. It's...
Numbers are big, and they're confusing.
Yeah, I don't do math. 71 is the correct episode number. And also, we are the third thing that comes up on Google when you search the Rap Cave. So that's fun.
It's the third. Shut
One
up.
of them is actually in Taiwan, and there's a cave where they just rap inside. So
At the wall.
Shut
At the
up.
cave on the stone.
but it's all right. They aren't getting out, so we're fine.
I am with a great collection of people. I'm with Bryce, flying everywhere nice.
Yeah.
Zay,
Yo, what's good? What up, though?
and you know the deal, Big AP on the ones and twos, making everything happen. Shout out to you, and shout out to the audience.
It's been a day.
Please
It's been
like
a
and
day.
subscribe. We really do appreciate your guys' views. Thank you so much for the support.
Man, this can't
Like and describe.
Can't do
Like
any
and
of this without y'all,
describe.
man. For real, for real.
Like
appreciate
and
y'all.
subscribe. All right. Look, I don't wanna get like too much in the weeds in this because I feel like
No,
there's
we're-
not a lot.
Too
to,
late.
There's not a
We're
lot
in
to.
them.
No, there's not a lot to be said on this.
We can't. We just keep.
I just have to announce it because this is our job. Joey Badass is apparently having album delay issues. It was supposed to
Yes.
drop this week. It didn't because of the label. He said that he turned it in with plenty of time. And so now the album is not out. And so obviously Joey has made a run this year
Yes.
with the rap battles and everything that Joey's done. He's made a lot of noise. Do you think that this hurts him, or do you think it doesn't matter at all? Where you at with the Joey Badass stuff?
I don't think it really matters. We still gonna listen to it no matter what, anyway. We just gonna. I mean, at this point, we just waiting for it to drop. So we still gonna listen to it.
Okay.
I do think this is a situation where the record label is still very antiquated with their thinking because they're waiting for a single to try to push the record, but Joey Badass is like appeal.
He's not a single artist.
He's not a single artist, and his appeal has never been
Well,
higher. Like, this is the
I'll-
highest profile he's been in months. Like, I would just take advantage of years. Yeah, you're correct. I would take advantage of the fact that yes, his name is in Newsweek, it's in People, it's in Pitchfork, it's in ABC News. Like, yes, you're part of a big rap battle. I know that he called out Kendrick, and that's kind of the reason why. But if I'm the record label, I'm taking advantage of this at this point. Like, why not release some content, even if it has nothing to do with the battle? Just put his name out there right now.
I will push back on it. I want to hear Big AP's thoughts on it. I will push back on the fact of, like, he's dropped Devastator. Like, he has played the game before where he dropped, like, I know this is a single. I know this is going to go well. I know this song is going to go well.
Yes.
He's done that before. So
But where did Devastator chart?
and I'm not hating on that. I'm not hating on that by any means because I love that record.
Mhm.
But he hasn't done that this time. He's focused on the extracurricular activities that he's been involved in.
And I know I feel bad because I know Big AP. I definitely want to hear you on this because
No,
I just like
yeah.
my whole thing is, what do you want to do? Where do you want to be with this? Do you want to drop a single, be a Billboard charting, like your album's gonna drop in the top 10, or do you want to be kind of a blog underground legend where we all know when you drop the album, we are gonna listen to it, we're gonna have our opinions, but it's not gonna be mainstream consumed. This is his mainstream moment if he wants to take it.
I think you look at the Clips rollout and you say, why can't I do that? And I know that the Clips rollout had like, oh, fuck Kanye, fuck Travis. It had these like names, so it got that attention. But
Yeah.
I think that Joey should have leaned into more of what, or I'm not even gonna put on Joey. I'm gonna put on the label
I will
because
put
at
on
the
the label.
the label is the marketing.
Because they had these moments. Because
Yes.
also, the thing about the Clips album is the fact that for real Clips fans, this is the first time we've seen Push and Malice, or who used to be No Malice, back together again. This has been
Right.
16 years since we've had a Clips album. All of us, like, I know I'm the old head here, but all of us old head hip hop fans are like, yo, this is the stuff we grew up on. We're going to listen to this regardless, even without the buzz. But they did their press tour perfectly to keep
Like,
their name buzzing.
Textbook. damn near.
Textbook.
It
was
fucking-
old school.
It was phenomenal. They did a great job. Honestly, the Clips rollout was, that's what, like, I mean, that was generational. Like, people are like, take notes, like, you know, 100%. As far as Joey goes, I think that All American Badass, which I do love as an album, it's a great
I love
album.
it too.
I
Me
think
too.
it's. I think he did really well. I think that was his kind of turnkey effort to try and be a pop star, and that
I
was
agree.
as
I agree.
good as it
That
gets.
was his damn.
That was as good as it got. Not even. That's a little. I think they're a little different scenarios, especially the levels of how good.
But
they
at
are.
least that
But-
was his Section 80. Like,
but-
that was his attempt to, like, branch
It was his
out.
attempt. He was like okay. Before the Money, it was a fantastic album. It didn't break a lot of. It didn't break people into him as much as it should have. It was a fantastic hip hop album. It was very hip hop, and I think that wasn't as appealing to people. He goes to All American Badass. He completely turns 180 right there, and tries his best at pop records. And Devastated was a really good record. There was a couple of records that did really well off that album, right? I think that he ended up realizing that that's not the type of artist that he is. He is an artist who bars the fuck up. He is a hip hop artist. He's not a pop artist. And I think that right now is him trying to find his balance of making something accessible and something that people want and that is that sells well as keeping his identity, because I don't think that pop artist shit is where he wants to be as an artist. I don't think that's what it is. I think he tried it and he doesn't like it as much.
I agree, and I want to ask you this. Keep it on you, because I want you to cook, because Joey's your man's. Do you feel like the label is mismanaging him, or do you feel like where do you think the disconnect is? Because there's through our conversation, there's a clear disconnect. Where do you think it is? Do you think it's on Joey's end? Do you think it's on label's end? Where are you at with that?
It's hard to say with all that behind the scenes shit. There's a lot that happens that we can't quite
Right.
all have a front seat to. 9 times out of 10, it's the label's fault. But Joey has also been a strangely inconsistent artist over all these years. So I don't put it past him for some of the fault to lie on him in one way or another.
Right.
I mean, like, literally, like, one of the most, like, has dropped music through the years, but very inconsistent. There's no rhyme or reason. It just happens. There's no pattern to the way that he operates. So I could see that getting in the way of things too, you know?
Yeah.
And this kind of harkens back to me about what we were talking about last week. Shout out to everyone who's part of episode 70. But we were talking about JID and, like, does he want to be a superstar? Does he want to just be another rapper? Like, this kind of feels like that same conversation in terms of what does he feel like he wants to be?
Right.
Does Joey Badass want to be, you know, like the Cameron, Purple Haze Cameron, where he's like on the charts,
Out there.
out there, or does he want to be a part of Dipset where we don't necessarily like all of us in the know who he is and we listen to his music, but Susan, who lives in Rochester Hills, does not.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where the label and him have a little bit of a disconnect, because I don't think that he's that artist.
Do you think?
And I don't think he wants to be that artist. I think I agree with you. I think he tried that, and he tried to do like his real side of like, I want to do Devastated, but I also want to be poppy. And as fans of hip hop, we weren't the hugest fans of Devastated. We appreciated it for what it was, but we weren't the hugest fans.
Right.
And then
I think it was a good song.
It was
general,
a good song,
but
let's be honest. When's the last time you listened to it? Like, when's the last time it's
A
come to your
long
shuffle
time ago,
and you're like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I want to hear this because I missed this. Like us hip hop fans didn't really love it,
Right.
and then the popular sector did not attach to it at all.
It got like it was like
It
half
charted.
of both worlds. Right?
Yeah, it charted
Yeah.
on Billboard, but it charted at highest like 80 or 90. So for me, it's like one of those things where like, okay, there are certain artists who understand, and to me, that's aging in this game. Rap is such a very volatile sport. Music is such a volatile sport. Some people are going to be here to be very good at their craft, but never be super popular. And I think that he's starting to realize that. And the most popularity he had, his record label, and this is why I go back to the original question you were asking, I think his record label did let him down, because if he wanted to make one more attempt at this, that was the moment. The moment that he was going after like these West Coast artists,
Right.
dropping these diss tracks, I would have been like, yo,
if you're not capitalizing on that, then you're not doing shit.
And he brought that up. He brought that up too, in that he said, "Hey, my records that like I did like during the back and forth, they were supposed to be on streaming, and they're not, and I blame the label for that." Like his West Coast album, or his West Coast, sorry, not album. His West Coast song. What was it called? I'm blanking on the title.
I'm blanking on the title.
But it was during the diss
everyone,
record, and it was fire. Everybody loved it. He, like, tapped into a different bag, and that worked. And I think that the label didn't support that the way it should have.
But here's my question for you guys, and again, you guys all listen to a lot of Joey Badass, and I have as well, but this may be one of those situations where maybe his album artistry is not as good as his battle rap. Like, we've seen someone like a Daylight.
Right.
Like, we saw Daylight in that same rap battle,
Yeah,
who could not drop a coherent, good diss song. He can battle rap his ass off, but he's not a good song dropper. Certain people are better at certain things. Maybe the label listened to his albums like, yo, this is kind of weak.
I think that they look at Joey Badass, and I think they look at the momentum that he's brought, and I think not to be that guy, but the Kendrick conversation, like I think Joey mimics a lot of that, and I think that a lot of labels, to right or wrong, mimic that, and they try to influence that. In that, this is the moment, like, so Kendrick will do the Mr. Morale, the To Pimp a Butterfly, the albums that like, I'm not trying to go mainstream. I'm just that big that you will accept this.
It's true, because
And
let's
then
be honest,
yes.
we didn't know the rollout for GNX, but GNX
Right.
hit at the exact perfect time to ride the wave of what was going on.
And I think that that's what, like Joey Badass. I think he's a great artist, and I think he is separate from Kendrick. Like, I think he's his own artist. I think label-wise, I think they're looking at him as like, look at what Kendrick did.
Yeah.
I want you to do that.
Because here's my question for you. How many great bars have we heard from Joey Badass where we're like, damn, this man can rap? But how
Right.
many actual songs have we heard where he's like composed 3 separate verses, a solid hook, a bridge. Like he's composed a song that would conventionally track for everybody else outside of someone who's not part of our culture of listening to this.
I think they look at Joey, and I think they look at the fact of like he did a good job of like creating like energy behind him. Mm-hmm. Like he reinvigorated like the Joey Badass brand, because truth be told, we all love Joey Badass on this podcast, but we also know that there's a lot of,
has already been a while.
There's a lot of people that
while.
forgot about Joey Badass.
Yeah.
And he did a good job of reminding us of Joey Badass.
I agree.
And so I think that the label wants him to deliver that GNX off of like you have the energy, you have the momentum,
Honestly,
have the momentum.
Right now I feel like Ray
give the
Vaughn
GNX.
feels like he has more momentum from that, even though Joey Badass kind of washed him a little bit in these songs.
Absolutely washed
But
Ray Vaughn.
I feel like Ray Vaughn right now,
Ray Vaughn
who had
delivered a phenomenal
zero,
album.
who was like a fucking 0 on the Richter scale, took advantage of that moment.
Yeah.
Joey did not.
I agree. I agree. The one thing I wanted to get into too, that was like kind of correlated, but it provided a lot of shock. It provided a lot of hoopla. There's a lot of conversation about it. YouTube started releasing their monthly numbers because YouTube has their own model, like Spotify. And so they released their people, and the top hip hop artist, quote unquote, hip hop artist was Doechii,
Yep.
outdoing Kendrick, outdoing Eminem, outdoing Drake, outdoing Nicki Minaj, outdoing all of.
Interesting.
And I have a
So
question for you about that.
yeah,
But
you look troubled.
Who made this list?
YouTube,
This is YouTube's numbers.
they're posting numbers.
And this is based off like analytics of what people are listening to, or is this just
So-
like,
well,
their
it's,
own-
it's a mix
So
of
I'm
trying to
YouTube.
figure out what
so
this
that
list
so
is
that's
based
the
on.
nuance of the conversation. But when you hear that Doechii has more on YouTube on one platform, she has more monthly listeners than Eminem, than all of these other artists. How do you
Nobody
how do,
listens to
how,
that.
how do you Zay, how do you take that? Like, what do you take from that?
I'm a little disappointed in that, and I would really want to know how that is being scored, or like, yeah, I don't even know how do you, I don't even know how they score that, but
I mean, from what it seems, it's off just monthly listeners, kind of the same way that most, like, between like
And who's
Spotify-
So I do have the breakdown, but I just want to get everybody else's like.
I mean,
reaction,
I'm
because
surprised.
there's-
It's surprising. It's very surprising.
There's obviously a crew of people
I was just about to say, and I think
that-
I know why it is
that
like
that look at that and say that this is bots. This is inflated. This is not real. This is not organic.
I have
Blah, blah, blah.
I think what my counter to this would be is, as a fan of Doechii and whatever, the thing is that on YouTube, even though people have YouTube Music or XYZ, music videos are a quintessential part of YouTube in general,
Yeah.
right? So her YouTube video views do count towards the song. It's all linked together at this point, the accounts across the board, right? So she also is one of the few artists that has put a lot of time and effort into the artistry behind her music videos.
Denali is a
in
river.
the sense of there's zero question of that people will return to that more than, say, like your average XYZ music video that's just somebody standing somewhere and
So to you, I want to, before you toss it back to us, you're I guess I don't want to say surprised, but like you understand in your mind, it
How
makes
it's
it
possible.
makes sense that she is the top.
I mean, I still think it's crazy, but I'm not saying that necessarily means that she should be the top.
Okay.
But I'm saying I think that is a factor in her actual play count as well.
I think the more that I think about it, and I sit and actually digest the fact that it was off YouTube, and when I go back and think about like who be on YouTube listening or watching music videos the most. And
People
then once
do.
I think of that demographic, I start going like, okay, that makes sense.
People do.
Yeah.
A lot of people do.
Yeah.
There's specific. I have friends that like. They just you put on it's YouTube,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a daily YouTube user. I use it every
Same.
single day.
I don't.
I feel like we all. You're not. You said.
I don't.
I am.
I use it every single day of my entire life.
More podcasts than like music, but
I mean, a lot of different things, right?
Videos and everything.
It's got everything.
But the one thing I think that we're leaving out of this that I think is very crucial is that you're competing against what other major social media market? TikTok. So what is YouTube's answer for that? YouTube Shorts, which also will play on repeat. So if someone's playing something and all it takes is having that. So you look at something like
And
let's
That's true. So maybe the YouTube numbers are inflated. Sorry to cut you off, but because this is big.
it's the
brain
same thing
moment
as TikTok though.
of the short plays are counting towards the
no that
streaming plays.
so that's the facts of it is that they also calculate like they don't calculate like just her songs or in artist songs. They calculate shorts.
Yeah.
And what was a big YouTube or TikTok?
Denial
or
is a
whatever?
River and Anxiety both have shorts
Anxiety.
based off of these, which is going to obviously inflate her numbers. Let's also talk about Denial is a River versus a song which was number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 13 straight weeks, Luther. The video for Luther has so many breaks. Like if you're having a party and you just have YouTube videos playing your music in the background, the video itself is kind of disjointed. Denial is a River plays the full song very easily.
Right.
The shorts play the song very easily, and this makes a lot of sense because YouTube Shorts is basically their answer to TikTok.
Right.
So someone's going to play, anyone who puts that Anxiety or Denial is a River is going to get a certain level of views that's going to increase her numbers. To me, this makes perfect sense because this is the way that media is being consumed right now, and this is the way things are going.
I'm glad.
That was all very well said.
I'm glad-
That was the best way you could put. Honestly, that hats off to you. Dog.
I'm glad
That's
you guys
what
are
you
saying that because I have a minority opinion that's not going to go over well on this panel. But I'm just speaking my truth. So like I think that look, I understand the reason Doechii is doing the numbers that she's doing. I understand that Doechii reaches a great deal of audience. I do think that TDE, when you combine it with what also happened this week, that when the YouTube numbers dropped, is what? Ray Vaughn versus Rory and Mal and all of that backlash. And so I think that what it is when it comes to TDE is that they have a lot of talent, and I love Ray Vaughn. I love Doechii. I think that TDE benefited from 2010 onward of being like we're not supposed to be here. We're this underdog. We're the people's champ. We deliver this artsy, great music. We deliver
For sure.
Kendrick, who provokes this like thought in the album. J-Rock, who's very street oriented. Schoolboy Q, who's street oriented, but also has a pop
that
records.
weird-
Isaiah
and
Rashad
weird
is this
side.
left bag. SZA is this pop star waiting to happen. Like I think that what it is that I think TDE. I don't think they're mismanaging Doechii and Ray Vaughn, but I do think that
That's a grain of salt.
they need to wake up, and they need to realize that now that TDE is a powerhouse, right? Like they can't play the underdog card no more. You can only have so much success as the underdog.
I would actually push back though on what you're saying because I think TDE has historically mismanaged their artists. That's been one of the biggest criticisms of the entire label in general.
From okay, and I will push back on that and say from who? Fans. We all want an Absol album. We all want, as CDRs, we all want a J-Rock.
Their timing doesn't even make it's whatever.
We all
behind
want
the
a Q
scenes.
album.
It does not make it any better for but that's just it. I mean, it's not about. It's
But
about
that
the
doesn't.
fans,
But that
you know?
doesn't disprove my point in that I think that TD overall. So that yes, you have the crowd that like wants TDE music because they fiend for it because they built a level of respect for the TDE catalog. Ray Vaughn, Doechii, these are great artists that I hold in high regard. I think that TDE is struggling to adjust to the fact of now. Before, when you had Kendrick, when you had Rock, when you had Soul, when you had Q, when you had Isaiah, it was we're happy to be here. We are the label. Well, oh, we're the underdogs. Nobody's supposed to believe in us. Like now, you've established yourself as a heavy hitter. You produce Kendrick. You produce SZA. You produce two of the biggest, like, 5 superstars that exist in music
Biggest
right
selling
now.
tour of all time.
And now people put that expectation of, like, anytime that somebody gets a TD stamp, that this is gonna be it. And so I think that well, the Doechii, the Ray Vaughn stuff, I think that they're both very talented artists, and I will invest all I can on their stocks going forward. I think that opens up a level of criticism. So when it comes back to this YouTube conversation, like on Doechii, it's like I've done the math. I get why because on the surface it sounds crazy that Doechii has more YouTube views than Eminem. You're a deep thinker, so you understand it. But for the general public, Doechii has more listeners than Eminem. That's confusing to me. But then when you dig deep into the analytics and you look at, okay, yeah, when you upload a vlog, that counts. When people repurpose your song, that counts. Like, so there's a lot of variation when it comes to.
That's also kind of bullshit, though.
No, I'm not saying it is or it isn't. I'm just saying
it is because that's not play.
So you wouldn't count those.
I don't think they should be counted because although they are plays, at the end of the day, if we're talking about actual sales, right, or numbers in this regard, people aren't intentionally listening. That's the difference. Music people
I disagree.
If you are giving an artist a play, they're intentionally listening to it. You could get hit with a reel as you're scrolling that you are unintentionally listening to this thing.
Yeah, but when you
Hey,
listen
tell
to
me,
it the
how is
second or
that
third
wrong?
time,
Okay, no,
But
I'm not disagreeing. I will say that this, the same way that like I look at my Apple Music stats, like the same way they count a song. Like they count a song off of like, okay, I have to listen to it for X amount of time. I'm assuming, I don't understand this, so I could be wrong. I'm assuming that there is a threshold. So say you're scrolling on Instagram and you see a song that or you see just a
Just
video,
reel that include that.
a video
Yeah.
that you're like, fuck that, I don't care. You're skipping within 2 seconds. I don't think that counts.
It doesn't.
I'm trusting, and I don't know this for a fact because I don't work for the people that design the algorithm, but I'm trusting the fact of like, okay, they're not counting that. They're counting the people that stayed. They're counting the people that watched that video
And then
all the way
they
through.
can engage later with more of the same.
But what is
Personally.
Sorry, my
No,
go,
it does
I was
get
just saying,
tricky.
But like, what's the metric? Because that's not you can. It's like, oh, we can count 2.3 people that whatever.
I mean,
It's
okay.
like that. That's really hyperinflating it. What I'm saying is that
Yeah.
sales, for the most part, over time, have mattered because of people intentionally going out of their way to listen to
buy.
that music.
Yeah,
Not,
to
especially even that on top of it of buying it. You're not even
to
buying
spend
it
their
anymore.
time or their money.
So
Yes.
I do like listening to the same 10-second clip of X, Y, and Z's song on TikTok because that's a trend and everybody's doing it. That should not count towards album sales, in my opinion, and I hope that it doesn't. But the YouTube metrics get confusing because they have reels included into their metrics as well. So
Yeah.
that is just something
But-
to
Fair.
think about, I feel.
And this is, and sometimes on this podcast I feel bad because I feel like I show my age way too much. But the conversation you guys are having is the same conversation that we had. What was it, 7 years ago when they asked if stream should even count toward album sales?
Well,
It's the
yeah,
same thing that
it's
we
been
had.
an ongoing conversation
This,
for years.
I mean, like,
Right.
for anyone who doesn't know, I grew up, born in 1990. I'm used to CD sales being the only way,
The metric. Yeah.
the only
the
metric.
metric, right?
CDs and singles. I remember when they were still putting. I still have in my mom's house CDs that I bought, which are just we call maxi singles of you don't have to call, and like 4 different versions, and the CD was only like less than 20 minutes, but it literally is the only song 4 times. It's the radio single, the real single,
the remix,
maybe the
Yeah.
remix,
Maybe
and
the
then
re-
maybe the 12-inch version. Like, I remember that shit, and that's how you used to metric. This is the culmination of where things are going. So while I do appreciate your guys' vigor in the discussion, this is how things progress. We are at that
Ugly
next.
truth.
It's the ugly truth. It's the next level of where things are progressing. How much should streams matter? Because let's be honest, when's the last time any of y'all, outside of a vinyl, I know we all listen to vinyls, but when's the last time you guys bought a CD?
long
CD.
damn,
A cassette disc.
damn, damn's the last one that I have. The last CD that I
Oh,
bought was Damn.
that's what's so funny about the Damn little insider. People that bought Damn when I did, which is right when it dropped. There's an actual difference in the CD versus the actual audio file that exists on
What if
the
I
streaming
didn't buy it and
service.
I got it for free?
I mean, yeah,
Shout
those
out
are
to you.
that was a thing back in the day.
Shout out to you, but there's a genuine there's a difference in a couple records, and so with that being the understanding the music industry, what happened is that he printed the CD because you have to print the CD months in advance, at least a month in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So then he made changes in the final 2 weeks,
Yes.
and so what you hear on
And
streaming
who
services.
took from that? Kanye. Because when Kanye released most of
Life
his
of Pablo.
recent albums, Life of Pablo was the first one where he changed things after the album was released on streaming.
Yeah.
This is all part of what is changing. And I don't want to be like preachy or anything, but I'm just saying this is how things advance. Like, this is the level of advancement.
So like, I want to just say this for record. Like, Lady Gaga is one of the biggest YouTube music like monthly listeners, and that I think puts a lot into context. Like,
Yeah.
Lady Gaga, nobody on here is trying to disrespect Lady Gaga. However, you look at her catalog, like it makes sense that her catalog is carrying her, like,
Yeah, because at the time she released music videos, and now you can put those music videos in the shorts, and those shorts become. You have to think about what Miguel's Sure
Right.
Thing. Miguel's Sure Thing came out when I was in college, and that was like what. That song came out in 2009, 2010,
Right.
and it just charted on the Billboard chart for the first time. What was it, 3 or 4 years ago? Because it became a TikTok thing.
yeah.
This is where we are right now. This is where music is.
Yeah.
Music is no longer. It used to be a thing where you either had music on your hard drive or you had the physical media for it. That's not how music is now. Between streaming, between TikTok, between YouTube, media is now a
Yeah.
very fungible thing that is not specific to you owning
Yeah,
it.
I think that's the key, is that as long as you like contextualize the numbers, then it makes sense.
And it makes sense to me, yes, because Doechie's Anxiety, which was a sample of another
Carrying.
song, Gautier's Somebody That I Used to Know, had it hit. It had a social media moment. Denial is a River had a moment. She had her Grammy performance. All these things make sense that right now she's the number one, because it also means that number one is not a spot that you hold for that long. It's not like buying an album where someone's like, I'm going to go buy the Beatles number one because I want to have all their number one songs. Like, it doesn't fit like that anymore. Where she could be number one this month, next week, Morgan Wallen may release a song that has a viral, like, thing behind it, like a red cup, like drinking out in the parties, and all of a sudden, all college kids getting ready to go back to college have that Morgan Wallen shit, and now all of a sudden, Morgan Wallen's number one.
Speaking of Morgan Wallen and racist adjacent.
Drake.
No,
Say Drake.
Did you guys dive into the Anthony Fantano shit that happened? And then we'll get to new music, and then we'll get out of here.
I was say, you want to break it down for
we
us
don't
real
wanna
quick,
be-
just so we have it?
Yeah, there was a lot of clips that surfaced. It was a combination of clips, depending on like the count that posted it. But the big thing was that he was reading a quote verbatim, and I don't know. To be fair, I don't
Basically,
know
he was just
how
saying the N-word.
long ago the quote was.
Right. And yeah, which is the
But-
thing.
but-
We've never been able to verify the
When
timeline.
he read the quote, it was a quote that pertained the N-word, and he read it verbatim. So there was that, and then there was this video of he was in a like I guess it was a podcast. It was a chat room, but it was like uploaded as a podcast.
What was that? Was it like a Signal chat? Not Signal chat, but was the one where Clubhouse?
It was essentially a Clubhouse, and so he was with a lot of like alt-right people, and they said a lot of things, including like fuck Trayvon Martin, blah blah blah, like I'm glad he's dead, blah blah. And then the video was edited to where it was like it cut out Anthony Fantano's response, and it was more so like it cut before Fantano
He basically
said
was
his
saying something
response.
along the lines of like, "You guys are all saying," and then it cut that part out, and it's like, "Fuck them niggas," and they like that's the part that they got
Yeah.
posted.
And so
I got you,
basically-
brother.
Basically, it was a lot of like a lot of context to the situation. But I'll tell you this: I never wavered in my thoughts on Anthony Fantano, because I know, and I'm associated with I'm associated with people that are associated with Anthony Fantano. Like, I'm associated with that in hip hop. I'm associated with Justin Hunt.
Everybody
Like-
knows somebody that knows somebody that knows
like-
something about it.
And it was very clear to me that, like, okay, Anthony Fantano, there's this buzz around him about him being racist, about him being a culture vulture, blah, blah, whatever. It's very interesting to me that Justin Hunt, that Rob Markman, that in hip hop, that none of these big platforms that are staples in hip hop culture said anything about Anthony Fantano after collaborating with him.
Okay, so here's my question, and I'll let you finish before I go.
And so what I'll say is this: is that I feel like, and I looked at and I saw his apology, or his video addressing it, I should say, and he provided context to these situations, that these videos were edited, these videos were doctrinated. But the one thing he did mention that I'll give him credit for is that he said, yeah, no, I did read quotes verbatim, and I understood what I was doing, but I just thought that was like, I didn't think like that deeply because I'm reading somebody else's words. I'm not personally saying it myself. And so when he says the N-word, when he says these clips that have him saying it, that he's reading a quote. And so
We'll let Zay take this one
yeah,
first.
Let me just hurry up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just get this over with, bro. We gotta get to a point now where white people gotta stop, trying to ease their way into saying that the N word and being like looking around and like just checking. All right, is that cool? Like, of course, bro. We are still not okay with y'all saying the N word, bro.
Right.
We're probably never gonna be okay with y'all saying the N word. So just try, I don't know what is y'all fixation with trying to say the N word. You don't get anything from it. You probably it probably makes your life a living hell, actually, because being a nigga is not fucking easy. You want to be a nigga so bad, but you don't want to really go through some nigga ass shit.
But that's
So
not,
there.
it's so easy. Like you've been friends with us for how long? We have neither of us have even came close to fucking saying it. Like, what? It's just
Even when y'all rap along.
just leave it out of the vocabulary. It's really not that fucking hard.
And then it's like
Like,
once you get to saying it, it's like, my thing is like, it be the most racist motherfuckers too that want to say the shit, and then when they get checked about it, they want to get like quick to apologize, talk that's that, and it's like, bro, if you hate black people so much, why do you come into our culture, come into our what we built, hip hop and all the arts and all everything that goes on with us? Why are you coming over here with your racism, bro? If you don't like us, stay over there. Stay over there. Don't talk about us. Don't listen to hip hop like that XQC dude. Him and XQZ. My fault, bro. Hold on.
No, go for it.
Because I saw it was a video of XQZ talking about how he was talking about the Clips album, and he was basically saying like, oh, nobody cares about lyrics, bro. It's the music. We want to get back to. It's like, who the fuck are you, bro?
yeah, he's irritating. I fucking hate that guy.
I can't
honestly.
stand his ass, bro. That is the most annoying motherfucker on. And people be listening. People be in his streams faithfully, talking about Drake was on. Drake was on this show with him, and it's like, bro, it's the same motherfuckers who
Hey, Ross,
obviously
all the
can't stop.
motherfuckers.
They can't stop
I
talking
don't-
about niggas, but they hate us
there's
so
nobody I
much.
hate more than A. Ross. I'm
Ross,
just say that.
Huh?
Same shit.
There's
Yeah,
there's
Aiden
no
Ross too, yeah.
there's nobody I hate more than A. Ross.
Aiden Ross
Because-
is another one, bro.
No, I just like
He's whack as hell. I
side
fucking hate
tangent.
Aiden
I just have to say it.
That's
I
why
don't care.
Aiden Ross.
Mark our podcast. Whatever.
Aiden
I don't
Ross.
give a fuck.
Fuck you. I don't think you should ever talk on hip hop. I get being a fan of hip hop. I get it. Everybody loves the music that they love. But you do not serve hip hop in a good light when you talk on hip hop. So I don't want you ever speaking on hip hop. And I'm not trying to say like, oh, you got to go back and do your history and blah blah. I just think you have a very clear lack of respect
It's
for what
bias.
hip hop is.
It's bias. It's an
So
agenda.
fuck you.
It's an
Suck
agenda.
my dick from the back.
Facts.
Man, and that's why I don't.
Facts.
I like when
I'll
the
go on
and
record
when
and say
when
that too.
when
agree
Neon
with
went
that.
on the Breakfast
I
Club.
agree. We all agree with that.
Did y'all see when Neon went on the Breakfast Club?
Fuck you.
I don't be
Neon. Neon was on the Breakfast Club.
I'll be tapping into Neon like that.
I don't keep up with them streamers.
Well,
like
people-
that.
I didn't
get
tap
the reruns on Twitter.
I didn't tap into Neon ever since he got Malik Beasley caught up, and I'm trying to, as a Pistons fan, I'm trying to have a good season, so I'm hoping that Malik Beasley can sign on a minimum. And
Well, okay. Let's
Yeah.
get back into time.
It's- That's neither here nor there. But like
I'm
people
trying
was,
to win.
people was defending Speed. I mean, not need Speed. Defending Neon, saying like, oh yeah, we need the Breakfast Club need to apologize
he
to
is.
them. I was like, apologize for what?
What Charlamagne doing? What Charlamagne's done for 15 years? Like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, it's just. First of all, that's the thing. Is like, what do you expect?
Neon's whole platform is based off. He talks about all the time how he
It's
hates
rage
black
bait
people,
shit.
and it's all rage based shit. And then once they bring him on the show and check him about it, now he's like, "Oh no, I love black people. That's all. I was just jokes. It's just jokes. No, bro, it's not a joke. We're not playing with you,
No,
dude.
and that's not how it works. And like, oh no, there was a bunch of people. I remember there was people coming to like his defense and be like, oh, bro, if you're going on the Breakfast Club or if they're talking like, bro, you don't. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's just you should know your audience. You know.
I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. That's just my 2 cents. I don't understand how y'all like to the way some of them talk, to the way some of them dress, to just everything about them is very hip hop, but they hate on black ideas, black music, black athletes. They hate on us so much, and it's just like. Y'all hate us so much, but y'all literally your whole
But you
style is black people.
You idol. It's all right. Trust me, I'm hip. I know.
Yeah, that's just me.
So new music.
New music. Hey,
Oh.
listen.
Oh, nope. Okay.
Oh, did you have something to add before we move?
I don't have to. We can keep moving. I was just.
No,
Okay.
we can't.
If you feel
Y'all's
it's
weird,
important-
bro. Just like if y'all
No, we
can,
gotta
man. Just
split.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm just again wrapping up and
Let's
thinking,
keep it
I'm like,
moving.
just-
Let's keep it moving.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
We'll talk about this again.
Listen, new music,
No, we're
new
just-
music.
Fucking
I'm
strange, bro.
there's
Y'all are
separate tangents.
strange.
I'm
That's
off.
the only
I'm
thing.
off next week. So I'm gonna just get my takes off, and then everybody else can fill the shoes. So Metro Boomin drop, Yeet drop, Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller. I'm ashamed of myself that that dropped last week, and I didn't listen to it.
You didn't miss
That's a
anything.
You
fucking
didn't miss it.
what?
And
You didn't miss anything.
it was straight.
No, that shit is a fucking banger.
Chris Brown and Bryson Tiller.
Yes, that record.
Mid as fuck.
Mid.
As fuck. I said what I
Wow.
said.
I expected AP to not like feel like that, but no. What?
I listened to that song 4 times last week trying to get into it.
Look,
And
and
4
also-
times in a row the day it dropped
No,
and
I'm not slandering you. by
trying to
any
get
means.
into it, and I every time I was like, maybe I'll
I
just skip
just
to
feel
the
like
Bryson part.
That's not your bag.
I did not enjoy that song
I'm
at
just
all.
not,
What?
I'm just not a fan of Chris Brown in general. I never really have been. But
And I love
Bro.
Bryson Tiller too. I'm like, maybe if I just start with the Bryson Tiller part and then
No.
go back.
Holy shit,
I
bro.
did not like that.
That
song
is
at all.
that is a go-to record for me. I love that record.
That song got 0 likes on my Spotify. That song ain't even touch a like.
Hey, speaking
My hands didn't even hover over the fucking like button.
Speaking of not touching like, Sierra's dropping an album. I listened to every song. I didn't know she had 4 singles on an album that's dropping in 2 weeks.
Well, the 4 singles she had have also been out for like 2 years.
exactly. That tells me all I
Russell
need to
Wilson
know.
was still playing for the Broncos when she dropped the first single off that album.
Man, Russell Wilson vibing to these records. That tells all the story I need to say.
Sorry, little baby Future.
Ski Mask dropped his album. It was a collection of whatever. It was like I'm gonna throw X on this song.
Mid is way too nice to recruit that. Ski Mask.
29 songs or something like that. I was like, bro, like you're doing
First
too
off,
much.
no one need that. Bro, I got a
None of those
full-time
songs
job.
But none of those songs were long. But like,
But still, dude, I got a full-time job. I
Yeah.
got a time.
take 17, 16 songs and flesh them out.
Yeah, I got a full-time job. Ain't nobody got time to listen to an hour and 23 minutes of Ski Mask back to back.
Basically
what was
extended
that one-
snippets,
what was
and that's
his-
my issue.
What was that one album called? Like Stokely or something like that?
Yeah.
That one with like, you know, whatever, Foot Fungus, and that was a moment. It was fun at the time.
I will say.
But
Which
just
fucking
like,
album is
I will
fucking-
I will
He got-
sacrifice
he
a
got-
Ski Mask to get
He
literally
was
any
one
other
song
old
away from
artist back to
mid-30s.
prime.
He got played out pretty quickly, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was hot for a minute.
He's in his realm.
I think he is I think he's well-to-do and like he's a good person.
Hey.
But like,
Is he?
He's not the.
Is he?
All right.
The, I mean, who's to say? Statistically, yeah. But
Statistically.
the way he's
Damn.
the way
Y'all don't
he's
know this
presented
nigga, bro.
himself over time. I thought I haven't seen him get forefronted on a mistake yet. Good for him.
I would just say
Currency
Ski
drop.
Mask would be one of those names that we drop
Drop
and say
Currency.
he dropped,
Currency
and then
is
we
fire.
move right on.
Hey, Currency dropped.
Yo, Currency though, Currency still sharp as ever. I do give big props to Currency. Pride of New Orleans, right there, man.
Oh. Let me just real quick shed a little light on. There's a tour going on right now. It is Earl Sweatshirt,
Facts,
Dom Kennedy,
facts,
Wiz Khalifa,
Shout out
Facts.
Kennedy.
and somebody else that I can't remember at the moment.
Where's that at?
It's not. It's only a West Coast tour.
Okay.
Maybe Damo Genesis or somebody from.
Is
My
it Larry
Future or
June?
something. Hold up. Let me look.
I
up.
would.
Earl Sweatshirt.
I would
It's
go for the Dom Kennedy
crazy,
set.
dude. Like,
I would love some Don Kennedy, California is some of the when he goes
Yeah.
fucking in on his home state. That's some of the best Don Kennedy you're ever gonna get.
Bro, I went to I went to the Wiz Khalifa, Snoop Dogg, and Too Short concert.
Blow the whistle.
That shit was so much fun, bro. It was smoked out like a motherfucker in there, bro.
Hey,
And
I
it was
went
outside, too.
2 years ago. I went one of my favorites. I went to the what was it? Waka Flocka, Travis Porter. It was like all the Glow, like all these people from like college and high school. Yo, it was at the Aretha. So much fun. Travis Porter was there too.
This song's about smoked out. This Heat album.
You got to tell us about it, man.
Yeah, I ain't been up on it, bro.
I'll be honest. When I see Yeet drop, I say okay,
If
and
you see the money.
I see Yeet drop, and I'm also like, I can literally do anything else.
If you see the money,
Is it
That's
fire?
bro. the
Link in the
is-
description.
Yeet is like I understand the realm he exists. That's why I'm not gonna rate him like super high, but like he is very good in the realm that he exists. Very, very good. Like when I talk about like production versatility, songwriting versatility, like everything that Yeet does, I think it sounds generic. It sounds
This is when I get to be an old head
non-organic.
because listen, I will listen to a lot of a lot of YNs.
But how does
Yeet to
Yeet
me-
not separate himself?
Oh, that man sound like goddamn generic AI trash to me.
How does so?
And this is when I realize
see,
I'm getting
fuck-
old.
I fuck with Yeet, but I do understand it at the same.
I'm
time.
not saying that he doesn't have similarities to certain artists. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he's like a one of one carbon copy. Whoa, this is completely unique.
It's not good.
I think that in his world, I think that he exists on his own playing field. Like
And you know what? That may
do
be the
think, Not
case.
to be funny. Everybody's gonna laugh at this, but not to be funny. But like the Ken Carsons, the whatever that exists in that world, like Yeet is original. Like Ken Carson doesn't make original music.
Yeah.
Like,
wouldn't
I don't-
say that. I'd say that Yeet is a standout in that world.
Yes,
In the
that's all I'm saying.
In the realm of the type of music that he makes, he is a little bit different. I would say I'm a fan of Yeet. At the end of the day, it's not the deepest or the most thought-provoking music, but I don't. I'm in support of him. I think that he means well at the end of the day.
I think Big Tonka is one of the ones.
I can never listen to another.
That's Yeet.
If I can never listen to another Yeet song in my life, I'll be more than happy.
Oh,
He came out with one just recently.
Just to also
Hey.
touch back on the point, the tour currently stands Wiz Khalifa,
Yes.
Dom Kennedy,
Yes.
Earl Sweatshirt,
Oh fuck yes.
Currency,
Oh hell yeah.
Absol,
Oh my god.
Chevy Woods,
When they coming to Detroit? What date?
and then they're not. It's only West Coast.
When you want to
That's
fly
what I
out?
was saying.
When you want to fly out? We going.
I swear to God.
Bryce is always
This
everywhere,
motherfucker
man.
was hard.
That's the hardest
Yeah.
fucking lineup.
That's what I'm saying.
That
Bro,
lineup
if you
spiked
give
I'm
them
Yeet
money,
was
then
on.
you wanna fly
I'm
out,
Yeet
dude.
was on
Yeah.
that was the
No,
hardest
that
one on
shit
there
was
for sure.
What?
That show was hard.
When you want to fly
Hey.
out, bro? We going.
Hey, Bryce. As soon
Yeet.
as this podcast over, we're listening to I'm
Yeah.
Yeet. All right.
Yeah.
Or we can listen to it on the car ride home.
Hey,
Or I could just shoot myself in the head.
One album before we get out of here that
this shit
that
feels
we
good,
gotta
man.
talk about is Metro Boomin dropped the album.
He did.
It was weird.
That shit sucks.
It was very uneven.
I
And
didn't
that's the
listen
thing I
to it,
missed.
It
That
was
I was so
not-
upset about. Like
but
I
did-
thought
I
it
have
was
not
gonna be
heard good things
better.
about it at all.
It was very uneven.
I'll let you guys say what you want to say, and then I'll slam dunk this.
You might as
Oh,
well
I
go
was,
ahead,
I was
'cause I
talking
have
about
nothing on it.
Caliucci's, but yeah, no, I think it was very uneven. I thought that there were moments of the track where I could see vision, and I was like, "Yo, I can see this song being good," and sometimes,
Did it?
sometimes Metro Boomin, and I love him because I know we got a lot of friends, but bro, you don't need to bring every single person you know into this song because at a certain point, some songs maybe can just end after 2 minutes and 42 seconds. Like you don't need to have that extra feature that does not need to be there.
Zay, how do you feel about Metro?
I haven't heard this album. I do love Metro Boomin a lot, though. My favorite album with him is Not All Hair Wear Capes. Fire album to me.
So it's very.
I have one thing to highlight
It's very. Oh yeah, go ahead.
before moving
Yeah,
on.
I just don't know. I don't know. I've never heard
and
it.
I'm
I-
gonna
I-
slam.
I-
I'm gonna slam dunk at the end. so.
Oh wait, no. Finish this point. Separate point. Okay, go ahead.
No, dude.
I'm pretty much through. I just want to know like who he got a lot of features on it. I'm assuming, right?
Yes. All Atlanta
No,
features
separate
though.
point. Go ahead.
Who's all on it?
Waka Flocka's on it. It's like
Okay.
some like old school.
No, so he has a lot of features on it. This shit is like, let's call it what it is. This is Disney Atlanta, and not only that, but this is a double album.
which we did not
It's
need
really-
that much.
It's really long. When I saw that it was an hour and 19 minutes.
What
I
does
was
a
like,
does a
"God
double
damn."
album tell you? What?
He couldn't pick.
I got a
He
question
couldn't.
for
He
y'all.
couldn't
Get
pare
out
down
the
his
deal.
songs.
No, you're wrong.
He
You're
could-
wrong.
Trying to get out the deal.
Thank you. That's it. That right there. I don't know if he's trying to get out of a deal or if he's
No,
trying
he
to negotiate
he
a new
couldn't
deal.
pare down the songs, and we know
No.
that.
No, fuck that. You don't deliver. We don't trust you. We still don't trust you.
And then
That
there's
was so
bullshit.
much more meticulous. That was so much more meticulous in the
Well
song,
thought out
in the songs
yeah.
that you had, in the features that you had, everything. This
But
was
we knew it was coming with that.
this was some absolute bullshit to get out of your deal, to renegotiate. That's what this was. That's it. That's it. Let's not overthink this. And look, some of our greatest artists have done this. Frank Ocean, y'all love him. He did this. Like, I'm not hating on Metro doing this. I'm just calling it what it is. Like, Metro doing a double album of bullshit of Disney rap. Like, come on, bro. Like it is what it is. I'm not gonna return to none of these fucking songs.
The way that it's crazy.
I got a question.
No, it's getting out of your fucking deal and it's moving on. That's it.
Is And don't come at me. Don't come at me in the comments, Rob. You know, and Jalen. Don't come at me in the Don't come at me at all. This is just a genuine question, just because of like, since like the beef and all this stuff has happened.
The preface is really funny.
I need y'all to just.
So he released
be
this
honest
on his
with me,
own
'cause this is
record
just a
label.
question
No,
for y'all as fans of that ATL style rap. Do you think it's starting to get on that?
Dwindle?
So you think that Atlanta style rap is starting to come down and
There's-
dwindle a little bit?
there's
No,
a-
I think he
there's portions
big
of it,
dayed
yeah.
this album.
Huh?
I think he big dayed this album.
Oh wow.
There's parts of it, yeah. I agree. I not that it's not gonna continue to be the
Like it's
forefront
like I
of
still got
hip-hop
hope for it.
music, but like I can see I'm not as impressed with Atlanta recently as I previously have been.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's a conversation.
He Disneyed this album. This was
just
a
my
Disney
thought on it, 'cause
bullshit.
if it's just like typical, that Atlanta rap, this is basically what Kendrick Lamar's talking about, about Drake growing up in Atlanta whenever he need to pay some bills and stuff like that. So everybody's going to that easy Atlanta, type of way of rapping. Just
I
to keep
understand.
just
I
to keep
understand
bills,
what he thought he was gonna do, but it didn't work.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
We're gonna have to switch it up, man. Y'all gonna have to start doing something else.
Yeah, I think this record was a load of bullshit. To be honest with you, I don't think this record was that like.
I wonder what his contract is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's what
It's hard to
this.
say.
That's what this was. Is this to me was I'm either getting out of my deal or I'm like that much closer to doing like, bro, if you really think about it, in the calendar year he shot 4 albums.
I just want to remind everyone.
What
I just wanna
artist
remind
drops
you.
4 albums in a calendar year and is happy with their contractual situation?
It's got to be something about distribution because he's actually dropping on his own label. For the record.
Right. So it's something on the distribution, publishing end. Yeah.
Fair
Interesting.
point. Fair point.
I have one question I want to pose to the panel here that I know that this is a question that has missed everybody's radars because it's outside of the realm of a lot of everybody else.
If you see the money, I
but
see.
I'm gonna. No, okay. So, we all know who Haley Williams is, right?
Oh my God.
Paramore.
Of course.
Right, the lead singer of Paramore.
I did it!
She has a lot of solo music that she's made in the past. What she is doing right now is an unforeseen thing that has ever been done by somebody of her stature. So what she's doing at this exact moment is dropping literally 17 singles at the exact same time. But it's not an album. It's 17 singles combined together. Not combined together. Whatever the opposite.
They're
of
singles.
combined together
They are singles. They
She's
are
dropping-
singles
she's
dropped
dropping
in
she-
simultaneously dropping singles.
Hold
a
on. Let him cook, let him
shitload
cook.
of singles at once that very clearly should be an album. Like, very, very, very clearly should be an album. That's the whole point. All of the 17 singles have related album art to one another. Like, it's obviously a very planned ploy. It's also not under the thing. It's not under the moniker of Paramore. It's Haley Williams solo. My question to you guys is what is it? What's the benefit and why? And do you have any idea of why somebody would operate this way as opposed to going through a whole album rollout? I think there's a lot to be said here in general, but I wanted to pick your guys' brains on it. So
I can do it. You guys want to go?
All right.
All right, well, here's the deal. And this is kind of what we talked about last week with Tyler the Creators Don't Tap the Glass. I think that there is a difference in an artist's discography when they look back between a mixtape, an EP, single, and an album. An album is judged in a certain way in terms of like part of the pantheon of your release. I do think that a lot of artists just have music that they just want to get out. And I think that Hayley Williams, for a long time, outside of Paramore, has had music that she's just wanted to drop. We've seen her feature on a lot of things, B.O.B., Kanye West, like good music, even Rock Nation. I think she's just trying to get some of her music out that she can retain her relevance without having to say, this is my album, and
Right.
when you judge my catalog, you have to judge this album. She just, sometimes, I think as an artist, you just make music, and you're just like, yo, this doesn't fit an album. This doesn't fit a mixtape. This is not a single. I just want to give the people a chance to listen to it and see how they react. And I think that's what she's doing, which I think is when we talked about Drake doing More Life, when he said this is a playlist, not an mixtape, not an album. He just he's like, yo, this is a very similar theme of music that I want to put out. And I think people are going to enjoy, and I don't want to necessarily be judged on it. I think when we talk about Don't Tap the Glass with Tyler, the Creator, yes, this is not the same rollout as his, Call Me If You Get Lost, Igor, Flower Boy, Chromacopia. He just wanted to release something. He's like, yo, I'd see people in my concerts who are all on their phones. I just wanted people to dance.
I just think it's interesting about the fact that she chose to do it as separate singles.
Yeah.
And you are right, of course. It's just like, I want to put out music, but I think of also at the same time, I mean, a lot of our discussion tonight has been about numbers and like, how does that fluctuate the numbers over time? I think she's literally conducting an experiment.
She is, and
by doing this.
I don't think,
because she released them first on like Bandcamp or whatever it was, something independently, and then now
I think it was her website.
Streaming, like,
and I think we look again at the Tyler, the Creator. This is the second time Tyler has dropped a non-traditional album drop. When you drop an album, you usually drop it on a Friday, so you get the full 7 days for it to chart. He dropped it on a Monday because he said before when he dropped it on a Monday, he's like, yo, people are busy on the weekends. I want people to sit down and listen to this all the way through.
Listen to.
Then they also said you shouldn't be listening at your desk.
To this at work. He said for this one, but that's what he said for his last shit.
Yeah, but at the same time,
this is the one they should dropped on the weekend.
But I don't know, because it's always in competition. When you drop by yourself, he's the only one that dropped on Monday. He's the only one that dropped an album of relevance on a Monday. So what were we all doing on Monday? We all listened to that shit.
Nobody's shaking their ass on a Monday.
Shit. Sometimes you need to shake your ass on a Monday.
Mondays
Mondays suck. If you work in corporate, Mondays suck. I just think that you know what?
I would love to be corporate then.
Even though I don't listen to her music like that, so I can't say like, oh my God, this means so much to me. I do appreciate it because I do like a disturbance of the norm. Like, I think that we have become so coordinated with what we expect and how music has to be released and how things have to go, the release date, all this type of stuff. Sometimes it's just nice. Like, I just like the idea of someone just saying like, it's Wednesday, I made this song, it's done. I don't care how it charts. Let me just drop it to you guys so you can listen to and enjoy it. If you enjoy it, great. If you don't, great. Exactly. But at least I know. I put my heart and soul into it.
That's why I wanted to pose this question, because it's just an interesting way to go about it that we haven't ever at one time ever seen before. Even in hip hop and Hayley Williams, I mean, she's Paramore is not hip hop, obviously, but
she's hip hop adjacent. We talk about songs with T.I., B.O.B., Bruno Mars,
Hayley Williams is pretty much
everybody.
a cousin, bro.
Kanye, Jay-Z.
Hayley Williams is invited to the cookout.
For sure.
What,
I don't know about all that, but
no, that's facts.
That's
facts.
You don't know
That is
Bobby
facts.
Caldwell.
That was a meme for a long time.
That is factual,
Hayley
bro.
Williams is
Hayley
She
she
Williams.
invited, but she's not allowed to bring any food.
That's fine.
No, I think she got some seasoning on her shit, dog.
She gonna bring the fucking mac and cheese with raisins in it. So no,
Raisin? Oh my!
All right.
she allowed to show up. She's not allowed to bring any food.
Salad, my friend.
All right. Let's.
You hurt
wrap
they
it up
feelings, bro. They like the
before we
raisins,
start
bro.
Race war. Before we start race war.
I just said what I said.
I just thought that was. I thought that was an interesting point, and Platte actually. No, before you continue, what do you think about that?
About what? Race wars?
What the fuck is wrong with
The
you?
release of multiple singles rather than putting them together in an album where they clearly should be.
I would personally, I would slow roll, because I feel like the way the news cycle is very much like what happened this week, and so I would feel like if I have like 2, 3, 4 singles before an album, I would roll them out a month in advance. I'll roll this single this week, this single next week, blah blah. Like, I would personally go the route of like I'm not trying to drop three songs at once, because if I drop 3 songs at once, like
But she's dropping
three-
them as
3, 4
singles
days
in
ago-
place of an album.
yeah,
Bro.
3 4 days after
Because
that.
she
here's the
also
thing, we
has
already-
multiple albums already ready, apparently, because she's doing this like every other week. Like, she could have had 4 albums come out. I like this. Just like put the music out
And
there.
we also already know who Paramore is. We know who Hayley Williams is. It's not like she needs to keep dropping a song one day and then drop a song on another day, because we already know who she is.
100% fair, obviously. Like, as a big fan of her, absolutely. But it's also, no, this isn't happening day by day. This is one massive drop at one single time. On one day, 17 singles.
Fuck it. Why not?
drop.
Who the fuck is Hayley Williams got to compete with?
Apple Music. And that's
Who
the
is
only-
Hayley Williams
I just-
competing
with?
I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing. I just think it's interesting. I've
I
never
like
seen
it.
anyone do that before.
Honestly,
it's
and some of my
interesting. It's
favorite
definitely never
artists.
been done, but it's just like it's not as competitive as like what the genre that Hayley Williams is in is not as competitive as hip hop. She can just drop anything when she wants, and it would be like, all right,
If,
cool.
Well,
if Currency
if
or
I think
Gold
the
Link or
genre
IDK
is
just drop
competitive,
some music,
It's not as competitive.
I'm good with it. I just want to hear good music.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Facts.
It is not as competitive, definitely. There is competition, but obviously Hayley Williams is the top
She's
of that.
dominated in that
Y'all-
for
Of
years.
that, whatever they do.
I'm gonna say this. Y'all can enjoy the week that I am off. I am on vacation. Mrs. CEO is out of
No, that's not true.
out.
Guys, please come next week.
Yes. No, I'm not saying don't come. I'm saying I'm out, but I want to see everybody. I want to see everybody do their thing next week.
He want to see us geeked up.
I'm
All right.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see an episode without me. I'm excited for it.
No, we not.
No, I am, man. I think y'all are gonna hold it down, and
Thank God.
I'm gonna be hot if the numbers are better than when I'm here. I'm gonna be hot.
Oh,
I
so you
think-
don't
I
want me to
think it
share it to
can
everyone I
happen.
know.
So like it can be good. It just can't be that good. You feel me? Like
I'll
you
fuck
gotta.
her up. Don't worry.
You
I'll-
gotta-
I'll
We
Yeah.
gonna put animations and everything on it, memes and shit. It's gonna be fire.
We gonna have sponsors and all that shit next week.
God fucking
We got better elbows in the middle of it.
God bless, man. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in for this episode of the Rap Cave Podcast. I'm Chris Platte, aka Platte Paz, with a bunch of great people around me. I got Bryce flying everywhere nice. He's gonna be here next week.
The Incredible Bam, hello.
Incredible, bam. I got Zay.
What up, dog, man? Yes, sir. It's your boy Zay.
Come on, man.
You look like he in witness protection this week.
That was crazy,
Big
bro.
up.
Hey, P on the ones and twos, making it
Big
all,
AP.
making it all happen.
Ones and twos and threes and
Shout out to
fours.
him. Shout out to him, man. This podcast can't be what it is without him. So thank you to him, man. I can't wait to have a week
Big
off.
ups to you, man. Big
Hey.
ups to Big Platte Pods.
Big ups to Platte Pods, man.
Hey, y'all gonna have to keep the.
Realistically, nothing would be possible without you.
You're gonna
Facts.
have to keep the tradition alive, and you're gonna have to call me. I'll be drunk as fuck, but I'm gonna answer.
We will call you.
Y'all better call me when you're recording. And I'm gonna shoot.
It's gonna be like Missy Elliott and Tweet. We gonna call you.
I'll be there in less than 24 hours after, but
That was old but fire. Well, fire. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Please.
Help the channel grow. We appreciate y'all. We'll catch y'all on the next one.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Like, share, subscribe. What are you waiting for? I see you doing it, bro. Go hit that like button, bro. Come on now.
Come on, man. You know what it is.
Why you still sitting there? Hit the like button.